How's it going, Gold Maple? I hope that I'm sounding all right. Let me know. Random Garbage Man. I'm actually doing a little research here as people are logging in. There was an election audit here in Arizona. What they found would astound you. The Arizona Senate refused to hear the case, refused to look at the evidence, and accused the evidence of just being an accidental result. Oh, that's a one-time fluke. Basically, they did this. I kid you not. No, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. It's pretty much what they did. What they found was that there was a lot of fraud going on. There's no other way around it. If you just type in these 3 words into Google, Arizona election audit, you will know exactly what I'm talking about. You can read up on it. I don't want YouTube's algorithms to ding me for giving you real news, but they can't stop you from watching the real news. Go and reading the real news is what I really meant. Now, the fact of the matter is, if they stole the Arizona election, they stole the other states. You got to realize that election, people were told to go home at a certain hour, and for 4 hours after they claimed everything shut down, they continued to count truckloads and vehicle loads of ballots that came in after everybody went home. I also like to point out, it just seems like all the poll workers are Democrats. I think I can't explain that. How is that possible? Where all your people that are counting stuff and ballots in the scanners are all Democrats. It's completely amazing. I don't want to beat a dead horse here, but again, our state Senate refused to hear anything about it. It was a fluke. Your findings were a fluke. No, we don't want to see it again. No. We don't want you to attempt to repeat the experiment again. No. We already know, because we are all knowing wisdom. We are everywhere. We are God. We see everything. We know everything. We don't want to see any results. We don't want to learn anything new. It is amazing. The corruption and how deep it goes. All the way right down to the school boards. I mean, your local governments are just all corrupt. They no longer work for you. You work for them. So let's take a look at some cryptos. I'm going to pull it up on the screen, and then I will maybe open up and show you. So I always go to coinmarket.cap. One of these days, I'm going to get a silent keyboard. You folks probably hear me type, and it's probably a nuisance to hear that. So, Bitcoin's come back a little bit. It's up just under 58,000. Obviously, I realize it dropped all the way, from 60,000, 62,000, somewhere in there. But she's on its way up, $57,910. The dead coin, as I like to put it, everybody was saying it's a dead coin. And by the way, it was a dead coin when it was 30 cents. It is up to $1.54. It has made a slight pullback from $1.60. Again, it was 30 cents when people were claiming it was dead, trying to get you to sell off so they can scoop it up cheaper. $1.54. Litecoin is $3.59. THETA, it's hovering right around that $11.85 range. To be exact, it's $11.87 as we sit here pondering our wealth. But it's sitting there, and I'd rather just have it sit there than, I don't know, than collapse altogether. Again, I wouldn't mind to see it collapse, though. I guess I'm like, it's like a double-edged sword. I want it to collapse, and at the same time, I want it to go up. But the only reason why I would want it to collapse is if I can get some more. I'm seeing some moves for THETA during the next couple of months. And now my favorite, Digibyte. Digibyte, I think, has fallen in the rankings. I think it's somewhere in the 60. It was in the 50s. It's now 69 in the rankings. It is up to 14.3 cents. We'll just call it 14 cents. That's only come down. Boy, that has just been doing remarkably well. That has been sitting right around that 14 and a half. Sometimes they'll bump up to 15 cents, but it only drops down to about the 13 cent range. Again, with Digibyte and THETA, during the next few months, we're going to see a little bit of an explosion. TFUEL, THETA, it's also known, is at almost 40 cents. It's looking good. The markets are relatively stable right now. Nothing new to report as far as that goes. Silver, let's go to kitco.com. I decided not to show the screens because I can see there's a latency problem on my end or my network's end. So all metal quotes. I normally go to Kitco, and believe it or not, silver, as of Friday when it closed, silver was up. Again, about a week ago was sitting right around the $26.50 mark. It is now sitting at 27.5, 27.54 to be exact. So it's up $1. So that's pretty darn good. I'm hoping to see, I would love to see it start to kick into the 30s and maybe stay there in the 30s. I know that's going to make a lot of people really happy. What can I say about gold? It's up to $1,830. Looking really good. Kicking it over to another news outlet real quick. See if there's anything blatant. You saw about that bank robbery. The news can't seem to stop reporting about it. Floodgates open. Did convicted sex predator play a role in Bill and Melinda's billion-dollar divorce? I wanted to talk about this divorce, and I got to give props where props are due because I did not think about this. Another website did. JSNIP4 Realist News brought this up, so I can't take credit for it. So there's two big divorces going on. Bill and Melinda Gates and the Bezos. So why is this a big deal? It's a big deal when it comes to the stock market, the division of their money, as well as the crypto markets. A lot of people, and this is just theory, believe that these divorces are to cover up their shorting of the markets, meaning they've already made a gamble that the markets are going to fall. They've already devised a scheme where they're going to sell off at that last pristine moment to make market gain, to sell off with and make buku bucks. What they're afraid of is the government coming after them, say, hey, this is unusual. How did you know to sell off when the market took this big dive? And in order to avoid investigation, what they're going to do is perhaps come back and say, no, our divorce judge told us we had to liquidate all assets. We didn't know about it. Oh, no. Imagine that. Utilizing the divorce courts in order to hide their trails of rigging the markets. Again, completely conspiracy theory here. Do not listen to anything I say. But who knows what these evil people are capable of conceiving. I can imagine that. Imagine they really get a divorce just to hide their fraud. And who knows? Maybe get remarried a year later. I don't know. It could be all in my head. All in my head. Thank you so much for joining me. It's Sunday. Overtax Taxpayer channel. If you haven't subscribed, please do so. Click the little bell icon and you know the rest. Got myself a nice haircut. I feel clean. I feel good. Sometimes I let myself go a little bit and I walk around feeling like a bum. But I got a haircut and I've been laying out in the jacuzzi today, just chilling out. I'm gonna go smoke some. I know what you're thinking. I'm not gonna smoke any weed. I'm gonna go smoke me some meat on the grill here in a little bit. No, I don't do that. I'll tell you a quick story about work. So I'm sitting in my office and my team lead comes into my office. He's basically my supervisor in a nutshell. He has a smoker. He tells me all his stories about, smoking ribs, smoking this, seasonings. You get the story. You get the gist. And we haven't talked about grilling for quite a while. So it completely went over, I completely forgot. So just very recently, he comes into my office and, looking at what I'm doing and, the results and whatnot. And then all of a sudden, what did you smoke this weekend? And he was really, looked to me like he was serious. And I completely forgot he had a smoker. It's not like I've been over to his house or anything. So he goes, and he looked at me real serious. So what did you smoke this weekend? And I looked, because he was standing up, I was sitting in my chair. And I leaned back, what are you talking about? And he grinned. I think he realized what he did. I'm talking about on your grill. What did you smoke? Oh. So he got me. I think he played me, is what I think he really did. But anyway, I want to say hello to a few people here. I'm in a good mood today. I really am. Got some rest. My back is feeling a hell of a lot better. I really screwed it up. But if you go to a gym a lot, you're gonna get hurt a lot. That's just part of the game. It's part of the game. So Gold Maple, thank you. Registered Dino. Registered Dino, what's up, father? What's up, father? Okay. Not much, son. Now go mow the lawn, damn you, and take out the trash. Brent Brumley, thank you so much. Random Garbage Man, what do you think about stocks and metals being the only real assets right now? Well, what am I supposed to say? Oh, I hate them. They're wonderful, as well as real estate and cryptos. A lot of people don't think about this, but a stockpile of food is also worth something right now. Danny Yu, I appreciate the question, Random Garbage Man. Thank you. Andy Yu, thank you. Abe Froham. Jay Silver Bravo. Ping Pong. Good afternoon. Nightmare, hello. Above and beyond. Above and below. Above and beyond. It's that cartoon, right? Rich Guevara. Sup. Anything else going on? So basically, turn the cheek. Yep, they turn the cheek. Our local government that is put into there to protect the people are protecting themselves, is what it is. They created a layer of protection, not for us, for themselves. Griffin, MK Ultra. No, MK Ultra, it's right. They're not too happy. And as soon as you say you want an audit of the election, they totally demonize you by calling you a left-wing nut. They demonize you so the people think you're instead of believing you, automatically think you're just a kook. That's how it works here. They call you, a QAnon, or, just a conspiracy theory, or one of those people who believes in whatever you freaking believe in. How can the Arizona State Legislature allow fraud? It's only fraud, my friends, when you do it. Know that. Get used to it. Savoy Truffle. The audit, he's saying, CNN says the audit is a threat to the democracy. It's their version of democracy. It's always their version. Oh, the people agree with this. Whose people? The government people or us, the citizens? CNN says the audit is a threat to democracy. It's the bastardized version of democracy is what CNN kindly left out. Lord Humongous, thank you so much. And Nathan Swolfs, Love Triber. The Kentucky Derby has known... Hold on a second. Love Triber. The Kentucky Derby has no determined winning horses. Boy, dude, or dudette, leave some punctuation or something in there. The Kentucky Derby has no determined winning horse. Was, oh boy, okay, above and below. Yeah, so what's the sense in, voting in the next election? I don't know anymore. I don't know. And maybe they want us to not vote so they can say, hey, we need to change the system. No one's utilizing the system of voting anymore. So we'll tell you who rules over you. Hammer Down, hello. Going to investigate the Derby. Okay. That's the second time this week I heard about the Kentucky Derby. Somebody at work mentioned the Kentucky Derby. Never been in a horse race in my life. Bitcoin. Bitcoin? Is that a new candy? Jesse Zander. I invested $13K in Bitcoin when COVID first hit, and now up to $77K in a little over a year. That's freaking awesome. That's what, 600%? Maybe a little bit more. JK Pioneer, thank you so much. Everybody keeps telling me about Dogecoin. I'm just not feeling it, my brothers and sisters. Hammer down. So I just put my first $7,000 into Bitcoin market. Only made like $40 in 1 week. Be patient. Be patient. At least you're up $40, right? A tank of gas, if you're lucky. So we'll investigate the Derby, but not the election. I understand that. I understand the hypocrisy and what they are trying to push as important and what they don't want you to believe is important. Because if you want, even if I was for Biden, check this out. I still want to know the elections were not rigged. Because one day they can be rigged against me. See, I just don't understand the logic. If you're certain that the elections were fair, then what are you afraid of? Why are you afraid of audits? A truth teller is never afraid of lies. They don't fear lies. A liar is in fear of the truth. So when people don't want an audit, if they're so sure they won honestly, why are they afraid of audits? Why are they trying to convince you that audits are a threat to the democracy, as CNN said? They want you, they're dumbing you down, they're programming you. An audit, an investigation is a threat to our democracy. To make sure a system is safe and functioning correctly is not good for the democracy. Amazing. Can you imagine this? You got a lot of money in an account and you want an audit. They tell you, no, it's just not good for you. It's not good for you to know how much gold is in the Federal Reserve. It's just not good for democracy to know that the gold is still there. No, it's not. Well, this silver that I got, it's actually fake silver, by the way. Can you imagine calling the company? I keep this here. There's actually a fellow YouTuber that gave me this fake silver, so he knew. I mean, I knew what it was. He wasn't trying to pass it off to me. It was a joke, though. He wanted to show me what some fake silver looks like. But the point is, what if I gotten this from an online dealer? What if we all gotten these on an online dealer and we asked them, hey, audit where you're purchasing from. We're not blaming you. We're not blaming you, but perhaps where you're buying it from, they're giving you this. Can you please audit them? I'm sorry, you customers, we can't audit. We can't audit the mines or anything. It's just not good for you. It's not good for democracy. Everything's backwards, upside down. It's what's good is bad, bad is good. I don't know, man. From point A to point C, thank you so much for being here, as well as Mark B. Cryptos will go up. I think everything will rise. There's no doubt about it. And I'll say it again because we're getting some new people in the room. During the course of the next few months, you're going to see monumental moves in the crypto market. And those are going to be an upward trend, is what I believe. Digibyte, yes, my number one right now. I like it because it's dirt cheap to get. I can get a lot of it for a very little bit of money. Griffin, thank you. Check out 420 Coin on Dex Tools, adopting to be versatile. J Silver Bravo XRP equals extremely rich people. Well, a lot of people say XRP is going to be out of our price purchasing abilities soon. So there's another coin I would recommend. There's another coin I recommend everybody getting is some XRP. Even if it's a lousy 100 or 200 of them, just get them and have them. Can you imagine XRP being our next? I know I might be exaggerating a little bit, but can you imagine XRP being our next Bitcoin? Can you imagine that? Because I'll tell you, Bitcoin is priced out of my purchasing abilities. So when they say a coin is going to be priced out of your purchasing abilities, that can be anything from 10,000 to 20, 30, who knows? And I wouldn't shoot at 20,000. Let's just say it only went to 20,000. I have 300 of them. I like that a lot. I'm trying to get more Digibyte and XRP actually is what I'm trying to get. Super Mario Brothers Donkey Kong coin. Okay. Lord Humongous in the house. Thank you so much for being here. And Tony 915, the Federal Reserve is keeping this fake market going. Absolutely hammered down. I just put 1,500 on OXT and Joker King. Polygon. Dash. Andy Hughes recommending everybody gets Dash, and John Hull. Yeah, so Savoy Truffle says Gates and Bezos are trying to escape Biden's tax increases. Perhaps. I don't know how effective a divorce would be in escaping taxes. I will say this, the stock market thing, or even the crypto market, can you imagine how much cryptos they have? They have to liquidate the market. Can you imagine what that's going to do to the market? It's going to crash the freaking crypto market. If this is true, crash the crypto market, crash the stock market. Courts are going to look at them for insider trading. They're going to say, no. Our judge ordered that we liquidate our accounts. Yeah, we're innocent. Because of the divorce, I had to liquidate. I had to give half of it away. I had to liquidate it all. Yeah. I could see it. John Hull, collapse or buying opportunity. Thank you so much. I understand. It's a buying opportunity. If you have money. Brian Murphy, married couples pay less taxes. That's correct. Well, nowadays, silver stacking gold. Digibyte is proof of work, which will have high carbon. I cannot wait till I start to see Digibyte move. Larry Summers, thank you. Who else is here? Point A to Z. Glad to hear you're feeling bad. Yeah, back's feeling really good. 90% good. Joker, 100-ounce bar. Joker King, 100-ounce bar. Full push metals, like Pusher. What's up, stackers? Keep pushing. Enjoy your Sunday. Believe crypto is money is conspiracy theory. I understand how you feel, Lord. I understand. John DeBro. I don't know anything about Monero. I don't know anything about it. So just because I have a few cryptos, it doesn't mean I'm an expert at every single crypto out there. Please, everybody understand that. We the people. Biden says government is we the people. Absolutely. I told you that. There's two types of people. There's us, and then there's you folks. That's how it is. Two types of democracy. There's our version and the version that we put out for you. Two types of justice. One for you commoners and one for just us. Justice, just us. I said slavery never ended. It was perfected. And I mean it to this day. I've been saying that for many years now. Going on 20 years, I've been saying that. And it's a true statement. Slavery never ended. It was perfected. The best way to keep somebody in slavery is to convince them that they're not slaves. That's number one rule. I, however, am not convinced when I have to go to work and give away 40% of my paycheck. God only requires, 10% tithing? None of your business. Thank you so much. Yukon Cornelius. There's a name I haven't seen in a while. I'm up 1,300% on Dogecoin. Awesome. Well, when I say crypto will collapse, that would be a buying opportunity, though, right? Are you ready to sell right now? So what do you care whether... I would love to see one good collapse right now, both the silver and the crypto markets. I can get in at a better position. Scrapping, hoarding, tinkering fun. Hello. Scrapping, hoarding, tinkering fun. That's an interesting name. Q tube. Okay, let's. Joe W is in the house. Thank you so much for being here, Joe. I'm wondering if you're the same Joe that used to work with me. I always see Joe W, and I'm wondering if that's you. Matt G in the house, Flare Network, and Pristine Green is here. X Crew Cast 2000. Thank you so much, Thor Bradshaw. The never freed slaves, they enslaved everyone equally to the new plantation. Yep. Born Majesty, I'm sorry. Theta, XRP, Digibyte, Three-Headed Dragon. It's a big freaking club and you ain't in it. What's that one comedian? Morgan Maniac, thank you so much from here. Hex Token is pumping hard. Yeah, I'm hearing about that. Michael Witt. How's it going, Michael Witt? Thank you so much for here. Do you think COVID was made by mankind? Oh, absolutely. That question is from Eddie Del Coro. Do you think COVID was made by mankind? Absolutely. And if you take a look at my videos from, I believe, February 2020, that is approximate time we started hearing about COVID. I said in those videos, it was made by the shadow government. I have no doubt about it, in order to cripple Trump and his election. I said it as plain as day, just like that. You look up those videos. I said it was ordered, contracted, or subcontracted out to the Chinese. They had to make it look real. They wanted to kill conservatives around the world, and that's why you see it around the world and not just our country. It had to look like it came from outside. Trump, he had the best unemployment record, economy. They had nothing that they can slam on him in the debates. Nothing. Woe and below, Lord and behold, now they have something. Oh yeah, we got the worst economy. All of them. You got the worst economy. You got like 90% unemployment rate now. You know, you let the COVID in. It's all your fault. I mean, that's how it was. Okay, so Joe W. is not the guy. And that's cool. No worries. No, so I do believe. How convenient. How convenient that virus was. And to this day, state and city governments are mandating COVID emergency actions still continue. It's amazing. They don't want to let it go. Adrian, I don't know anything about the student coin. Who else is here? Vegas Stacker. George Carlin, that's right. He's good. I liked him. He knew what was going on. Tube Socks in the house. She's doing very well. Thank you, Tube Socks. Well, that's why a lot of companies, and I'm just reading comments, that's why a lot of companies, especially factories, will play music in the background. It's just part of, to forget you're at work. I'm not saying all companies do it, but quite a few. Daniel B., once we had federally backed digital currency, all those cryptos will become the most epic bubble pop in history. Well, I don't see these kind of complaints when it comes to saving up cash. And I'm not beating Daniel up, but you know, I get these comments from time to time, and well, you know, it's gonna pop. Well, you don't think the cash market's gonna crash? Well, if the electricity went out, well, your crypto's a shit. What if we had a solar flare or planet Nibiru came and collided with the Earth? Oh my God! So you're telling me I should stop trying to succeed in life because something might happen? That's the definition of a coward. You need to fight and scratch and claw your way through life. Life is not meant to be safe. Because something might happen. I might get my ass kicked by the bully, so I shouldn't defend myself. Is that what you're saying? I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that. Because I think the cash market, the fiat market, is more fragile than the physical metals market. It is more fragile than the crypto market, in my personal opinion. Since when, and we've all been witness to this, we've all witnessed silver go up. We've all witnessed cryptos going up. When was the last time you seen the dollar go up? I've never seen the dollar go up. And when you're telling me it's gone up when compared to a foreign currency by a fraction of a percent, that's not going up. So I'm going to have to politely disagree with you. Daniel, thank you, though, so much for the great comment. Electrodynamic Orb, thank you. U.S. Army veteran, this month is Veterans Month. Yep. Thanks for your service as well. Thank you very much. I actually enjoyed the military when I was in it. I really did. So I'm curious when, Matt G, when that Flare network airdrop is going to be. And how does that affect people who have XRP on their hard wallet, like their ledger? I'm curious. Or do I have to put the XRP back out on a public exchange in order for them to know I have it and drop that airdrop? I'm just curious what you think about that, Matt G. None your business. Thank you so much. Patriot 1776 sweatshops. Yep. Rendezvous treasure. Should I convert my cash in the safe to silver? I think it's time. I'm just reading a comment. So let me ask you something about that cash. Is that cash sitting in the safe? I personally, if I had an option between cash and silver, or gold for that matter, I definitely would change out that cash if it's just sitting there. Definitely change it for precious metals. I've always said this. You go back to the beginning of the Bible. I don't see cash in the Bibles. Jacob Rod, I don't know if the crypto market is going to collapse. I do not know when. This channel is not about pretending to be a prophecy. I am not a prophet. I was just laying out something I heard from another YouTube channel, and that is it. Air Mac full. Everything pops sooner than later. Till then, get all you can. What's wrong with making a few bucks here and there? Maybe paying off some debt, and then it pops. So you should stop trying. Don't pay off your debt. Don't scratch and claw. Don't try to survive. Just go to work like a good slave. Thor Bradshaw, thank you so much for being here. Larry Summers, sounds like a great full topic, not given into fear. Nope. And that's what our government's trying to do. They're trying to make you believe if you have any problems in life, if there's hurdles that you had to get over, problems you had to conquer, then you were you lived through racism, or you know what I'm trying to say? You were being held down by the man because you had a problem you had to overcome. Life is about problems. I'm 50-something years old, and I've always had problems. that had to be conquered. And that's what life is. Life is not what we see on television. It's not like what we see or read about. Life's a bunch of effing problems separated every now and then with some good times, in my opinion. Stack Attacker Wager. Thank you so much. Name: silver is never going to do what we want. So to quantify that, let's talk about that statement. Silver is never going to do what we want. I was hearing variations of that comment when silver was $14, $15. Just before COVID, if you recall, right around January, take a look at the historical charts if you think I'm misquoting. I believe it was right around when COVID came out. Silver jumped from the $14 or $15 range. And everybody was bitching about it sitting there. Well, it's never going to do what you promised. Jumped all of a sudden it seemed like overnight to $17. And it seemed like another week or two. I'm talking about the January, February, maybe even late February timeframe. It hit over $20. And now it's sitting comfortably at $27.5. I don't know what else to tell you. I really don't. But how is cash done for you? How is that done for you? This guy. What's your zodiac sign? This guy. I'm a Pisces. Ryan Monero. Thank you so much. Ryan. I'm sorry, I called him Ryan Monero. Is a true Bitcoin. Okay. When I go quiet, I'm just reading the comments as they scroll down. Doug Masta. This more like a rubber band rip up about to happen. Eliminated knowledge. Check the us.org. It's a lot of info. Fake cash. Eddie Del Coro. Perfect plot for Trump. Anyhow, folks. Mojave Stacker. What do you mean crypto collapse? When I say collapse, for me, a market that's cut in half, to me, that's a collapse. Stock market. It gets cut in half. In my opinion, it's a collapse. I'm not saying zero. Wow, Joe W. made $500K in cryptos? Ouch. Anyway, folks, I've been on for about 45 minutes. Time to throw the meat on the grill and prepare for dinner. I'm going to be doing ribeyes tonight, smoked and reversed seared ribeyes. Nicholas Evans going to buy 80 pounds of silver. What do you think will trigger that type of correction? I think regulations. I don't know. Again, I was speaking about Bill Gates and Jeff Bezos' divorce. Had nothing to do with any other variable out there pertaining to a market crash. So anyway, folks, I'm going to take off. I'm going to try to also make a video in the middle of the week and try to upload it. So stay tuned for that. You folks have a great, I was looking around for a clock, but I forgot there is no clock in this room. Oh, there's one on the corner of the computer. But anyway, I'm going to get off.